welcome everybody. We are in virtual Lakeland, Florida for tonight's ESS Stock Car Series race. Should be a fun one tonight. Gonna be interesting. Gonna be that short track racing. Tonight's race. Hazy Little Thing IPA, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Cheers to them. Got a good feel. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. We'll take a look at the roster as it stands right now. Steve Olive, Brian Traeger, Lawrence Shaughnessy, Ed Kane, Robbie Hartpence, Justin Davidson, Rachel Hunt, Billy Davison, Brian Zimmerman, Nathan Jurgensen, Bradley Yo, Larry Bell, Aaron Rodgers, Mike Seal, Dan Ursel. I am not racing tonight. I will be doing the broadcasting, so that should be a whole lot of fun. Get to watch these guys out here. Alex Harris, Alan Wilson, James Ward, Jason Jackson, Brad Ward, Agnell Phillip, Brandon Sheffield, Chris Carroll, and Blake Bottoms are here tonight. Good field. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 cars here tonight. So, should be interesting. Maybe some damage going on with this one. Basically, tonight's race is going to be 150 laps, one green, white checker. There is an incident cap in this one. 16X will result in a DQ. These drivers have 5 total tire sets to work with, so plenty of tires for this one to the end. And see Justin Davidson spin to the inside. We'll have to take a look at this. This is the one where the short track racers are gonna shine. Those being like Chris Carroll. We'll take a look at him. Well, let's look at the current results on the leaderboard. And of course, yeah, Chris Carroll is on the top of the charts. Brad Ward, Blake Bottoms, those three very, very, very good on short tracks. We'll see them up there to front quite a bit. Also, probably Brandon Sheffield's going to be a tough competition. Nathan Jurgensen, our points leader, guy who's led the first 2 races so far this season in the 31A51 machine. He's going to have his work cut out for him. He doesn't have the best results on the short tracks. He's going to be starting from the back due to our EOL rules. Top 3 in points, those being Nate Jurgensen, Chris Carroll, and Blake Bottoms, will have to start at the rear of the field on an EOL. So we shall see how that goes for them. Trying to move up there as the race progresses. So, should be fun. Should be a fun time, but they are going to have a tough road to hoe as we get through here. We'll take a look at this. Yeah, currently right now our fastest car on the track is that 87 machine of Brad Ward. Brad actually won last Friday's short track series race, so he is a formidable challenge anytime we go to one of these short tracks. This is the first time we've been here in the Xfinity car at a short track like USA, so it will be quite the challenge for everybody involved. Running through the field as well, Aaron Rodgers, that's going to be another tough one in the 51 hype machine. He's going to be another one that's going to put up a challenge. Really, really stacked field when it comes to this one tonight. So, should be very, very interesting. As you see, first to last on the speed chart, separated by 0.6 of a second. But our top, 15, 20, only 2 to 3 tenths as far as fast laps. Should be... Let's PM this driver real quick. Oh no! I lost everything. 1 second. So we will be doing a bit of race control as well as broadcasting here tonight, but that shouldn't affect the experience one bit. We'll go ahead and flip over to our race Actually, let's talk about points. Points! So yeah, right now our top 3 in points: Nathan Jurgensen, Chris Carroll, Blake Bottoms, Justin Davidson setting tied for 3rd. Blake Bottoms got the tiebreaker between Justin Davidson and Aaron Rodgers based on his most recent finish, which was quite a bit, which was better than the other people that were tied for that position. So Blake, unfortunately, because of that, he is going to the rear of the field at the start. The rest of our top 5 include Edward Kane, Jason Jackson, and so on down the list. So after 2 races, we already have a really healthy competition. Now there is one drop race in this one, so each one gets a mulligan, and it's a long season. It's 8 weeks. There is a 5-point bonus if you make every race. Hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah, Jurgensen, Carroll. And the bad part is Nate Jurgensen has yet to win the championship in this series. This has been the one that's eluded him. He's won a Truck Series championship, but has not gotten the Pinnacle championship here in ESS, which is the Stock Car Series. Always starts out strong, but has come up just a little bit short. I think the last 2 seasons has been separated by a mere 1-2 points. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, he's missed it by a lot. It's been barely a little. Last season's champion was Chris Carroll, who put on a fantastic show. Mr. Consistency is good about anywhere you put him. Short track, big track, super speedways, everything like that. So, you know, these guys are some of the best on the sim. So it's good to see them two consistently battle it out. Take a look through the field. There you go. Got the 11 car of Robbie Harpence, little brother, out on the track. We'll see how he does tonight. As well as the 96 of Brandon Sheffield. He won our Short Track Series championship last year, so here at these short tracks, you expect him to be fast as he slips into the wall. Let's see, we got a couple newcomers here. First one we'll highlight, Rachel Hunt, who's been very fast, setting in the top 10 in the standings, as well as the Mark Martin aficionado, Brian Traeger. So these two have, since joining ESS, have been very, very formidable in racing here. Another newcomer in the Dragon Force car. That is the 0 of Steve Olive. I believe he's listed on the standings as number 5, so that'll be a correction we'll have to make. Another short track ace out here. That'd be the 28 of Brian Zimmerman in the USAFirearms.com machine. Another former short track series champion. Won it when we ran the open setup late models. So he should be very, very, very good here tonight. This one's going to be a toss-up. If I was to guess anybody to win tonight, it might be a risk, but I'm going to have to go with Chris Carroll. He's going to be starting towards the rear of the field with that EOL. So, that'll be interesting. You guys in the chat, let me know who you think, who you got for tonight's race, because it'll be a dogfight through and through, I imagine. Another recent winner, Monday night, forgot. Yeah, Agnell's been gunning for it. Man, and he won last night at, I don't remember what league it is, but I saw he posted up on Twitter that he had recently won at another league. So, the guy's running a bit of a hot streak. I thought he was going to be the surefire winner at Pocono, and it just didn't quite work out for him. So, yeah, he's I know he's really wanting it. He's really gunning for it, so we'll hopefully see him in victory circle here at ESS. very soon. I know he won a kind of a preseason race. Yeah, man, Aaron's so tough, especially when it comes to any type of NASCAR ride at a short track. I know he loves his whoop. We'll fix that real quick. Sorry about that. All right, I think I got everything correct. I got to run a couple different overlays and stuff, so. Let's see. Let's try this again. We run a tight ship here at ESS. Tight ship. Tight ship. Jurgensen! Yeah. You're picking against yourself? Chris is gonna be tough. He really is. Yeah, that's my pick too. As far as this race here, I mean, he's super fast. He's got to stay out of trouble, both of you guys. I mean, starting in the back, I'd be terrified. Not that we don't have good drivers here, but it's always a risk here at these short tracks. I remember last season's Five Flag race was had its headaches. We had a couple big pileups. That track tends to bottleneck real bad, though. So this one's a little more self-clearing. Bristol was real bad. I remember Nate getting caught in a couple of those incidents there, getting taken out early. So yeah, it's gonna be a war of attrition. Who's gonna be able to keep the fenders on the car and everything like that? Well, our driver's going into qualifying. Since I am scheduled as a participant, I'll take this time to plug a few things if we can. First and foremost, let's pull up the website here. I kind of want to talk about that. eSpeedsport. If you haven't been to the website, you need to go www.espeedsport.com. It's got some great information that you can pick up, all our schedules and everything like that about the league. If you got people that are interested in joining, send them there. Send them to the Discord. There's links that they can bounce over. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So yeah, if you're interested, join us through there. Jump in the Discord. Our current series are pretty full. We have some room on like the short track series and stuff like that, but I finally took some time, got the schedule all started to fill out and stuff like that for the rest of the year. Got our standings, rule book. I don't know if you guys knew this. The rule book is up there. Rules, gotta read them, guys. Gotta read them. So everything listed up there. I should have some league records and past winners and information like that up there shortly. So definitely check it out. Great information. Randy, what's up, buddy? Good to have you back. You need to get in the league, man. I had that glossed over. I didn't even see who joined. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Chris is the favorite. There's no doubt about that. Let's take a look and see where we're at as far as qualifying results so far. So yeah, Mike Seal, top of the board. He was very fast in practice. Brad Ward, Justin Davidson, Agnell Phillip. Good deal, buddy. Love the sound of that. Hey, I don't know if you run super late models, but towards the end of the season, we're going to Iowa. Built just for you. Should go. That car's fun since they've updated it. Oh, you gotta try the new one though yet. I don't think you've if you haven't tried it yet, it is a blast. The new car is I like the update on that. So yeah, let's see. Sheffield sets 5th currently, Lord Shaughnessy 6th, Zimmy 7th, Bradley Yo 8th. Rachel Hunt 9th, James Ward 10th, Alan Wilson. Still got a lot of good guys that haven't qualified yet. So Aaron still out there. Blake Bottoms, which we'll see if he even, yeah. I don't know how they managed to make the window smaller or shorter in that car. I had a bad enough time seeing out of that thing. Now they've made it worse. So I might as well be a horse with blinders in that thing. So, whatever. It is what it is. Still a fun car. Drives great. Blake Bombs built the setup for our Martinsville race at in the short track series, and man, that thing was a blast. Hey, Hunter joined. Looked like just snuck under the wire. Didn't even see you join the session. Glad you made it, Hunter. Good luck to you. So yeah, got quite a few of the field. Still a minute 30 left in qualifying. At some point, I will have to get a dedicated admin so I can, come in as a watcher instead of having to do both the adminning and the and all that good stuff. So it is what it is, though. Beautiful track. Too bad they got rid of it. I don't know of anybody that's been to it, though. But it's definitely one of my favorites on the sim. Kind of wanted to have like an accident in quotations when setting up the session and make this USA dirt, since they've added all the dirt tires to the NASCAR cars and everything like that. There's Aaron Rodgers. He goes up towards the top of the board, currently third. Justin Davidson fourth. Agnell Phillip fifth. What's up, Tyler? Good to see you, man. Glad you can catch up on some short track action. Gonna be a good one tonight. Whoop, got a dual stream. Is Aaron streaming? I'm sure he is. We'll have to crash that at some point. Last time I jumped in, did an in-race interview with him, I made him give up his strategy on what he was doing. Oh, if you have to, just watch his. It'll be much more entertaining. All right, let's move some people to the back. Let's see, Blake Bottoms gets the first EOL. All right, we'll do some race control action real quick. All right, good luck, drivers. Let's keep it clean out there. Have a lot of fun. I did set EOLs for our top three in points, so please give them plenty of room to move to the back so they can grid up as quickly as possible. You do have 2 pace laps, but I want to make sure we get this thing right off the start. So good luck to y'all. I'll be here in race control as well as broadcasting. All right.
I can't believe you gave me an EOL for being Canadian. Unbelievable.
Let's see. Let's get up here to the start. So our pole sitter, that's 87 of Brad Ward. Second place, 54 of Mike Seal. Let's get it over here to the 51 of Aaron Rodgers and the 14 of Justin Davidson. Then you got the 94 of Agnell Phillip. Outside of row 3, Brandon Sheffield in the 96. In the 9 car, row 4, that's Lawrence Shaughnessy. And in the 28, Brian Zimmerman. In the 35, we got Bradley Yo, 16. That would be Rachel Hunt. In row 6, we got the 81 of James Ward and the 79 car of Alan Wilson. Let's see, this should be row 7. You have the 0 of Steve Olive and the 22 of Billy Davison.
That's a good question.
After that, gonna be kind of a shuffling around, so we'll kind of wait on this. Let's pull up our standings back up, since we've lost those. We're on a tight ship, guys. All right, let's get racing. All right, we'll keep an eye on these leaders, as well as kind of getting an idea. Let's find a camera we like. we'll keep this one a little wide here. Those guys in the back are going to be really fun to watch as they kind of move up here, but it's going to be kind of hard to jump back and forth from them to this front group because, man, we got some killers all over the lineup, so we'll do our best to catch them. As the pace car has its lights off, the iRacing Kia Monster, or whatever that thing is, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's got a weird wheelbase thing going. The front looks wider than the back, but it's all good. We're short track racing. Green flag's out. Brad Ward takes off. Mike Seal spins the tires. He's gonna let Aaron Rodgers get by. Agnell Phillip looking to the inside for third. Let's see if Mike Seal can hold him off from the top side. Looks like everybody gets clean through so far. Brandon Sheffield looking to the inside of the 14 car of Justin Davidson. The pack starts to single file out as people start to get in line. Lauren Shaughnessy cuts it up. The track almost gets into the wall. Bradley Yo looking to the inside of the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. That is for the 9th position. As our top 4 start to string out. Oh, Bradley Yo starts to slip down the track. That's going to stack everybody up. Let's see if we can, here in the 11th, 12th, 13th position. Oh, James Ward spinning to the inside. That's going to bring out our first caution early on. 4 laps in. Cast car driver James Ward ends up getting a little loose out of 2. Or I'm sorry, out of 4. We'll kind of back that up real quick and get a shot of it. Don't think we'll have anybody pitting. But yeah, running underneath Rachel Hunt there. Looks like maybe just got onto it a little bit hard. This setup very loose early on cold tires. It will hook. So I think that is what we ended up happening there. We'll take a look as our points leaders. Chris Carroll's only made it up to the 23rd spot. Nathan Jurgensen 21st. We'll see if we can catch Blake Bottoms. He's made the most moves. He's up to 18th place. Right now, your leader from the start is the 87 car of Brad Ward. Here, 5 laps in. Got Brian Traeger coming into the pits, Chris Carroll, and James Ward. I think maybe a little bit of a running. Carroll was off the pace there at the very beginning. Maybe we take a look back and see if we can figure out what happened to the 99 car at the start. There he is. We'll go ahead and rewind this back real quick.
3 and 4.
He may have gotten into it with the 6 car of Brian Traeger. They both came in. Oh, yeah. So very early on, we missed this. Chris Carroll coming off the corner. Oh, gets tagged with Hunter Sopak. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks, Hunter. I'm sorry, bud. Looks like Chris Carroll was able to get his car fixed and everything like that, so hopefully it's not too big of an issue. So yeah, favor in the race, Chris Carroll having some issues early on, getting caught up with Hunter Sopak. Let's get this fixed. I think Chris was able to get it fixed. So, should be no harm, no foul this early on in the race. We did have a handful of drivers that pitted this caution. Brian Traeger, Nathan Jurgensen, Larry Bell, Jim Ward, who spun, and then Chris Carroll, who also got caught up in one, as we're getting ready for one to go. That's what it looked like. As soon as, looked like as soon as he spun, just Alt F4 down. All right, here we go. Field is lining up. We'll see how this goes. See if people show patience here at the start. Brad Ward controls it. He guns it. He's going to get off to a good start. Restart rules say as soon as the pace car moves off the track, the leader can go, and that's exactly what he did, and he got off to a fantastic start over the 51 of Aaron Rodgers. We now have Agnell Phillip in third, Mike Seal fourth. Oh, Lauren Shaughnessy making a move under the 14 car of Justin Davidson. Let's see if he can steal that sixth position there. And he's going to move ahead in the number 9 machine. Oh, we got a checkup back here. As you have the 35 and the 28 all check up, that stacks up the field. Brian Zimmerman, Brad Yo, Rachel Hunt, Alan Wilson. You now have Alex Harris in the 74. Make a move under the 79 of Alan Wilson. Oh, Alan Wilson up the track a bit. Keeps it out the outside wall. We'll see, he's fighting hard in that outside position. We'll move back up to the front as Brad Ward has built up a half-second lead on Aaron Rodgers. Good racing so far as it's Chevy, Ford, Ford. So Mustangs and Chevys sharing the top spot. I don't think we have a Supra cut in the top of the race because this is America country. Can't quite tell what Justin's driving here. It looks like it may be a Supra. No, that's a Camaro. Our first Supra is here in 9th place. That's Bradley Yo. So good to know. We'll take a look at where Nate Jurgensen, Blake Bottoms already moving up now to the 15th position, moving under Dan Ursel. And there's Chris Carroll. He's already up to the 19th position. Nate Jurgensen currently sitting in, I'm sorry, Carroll is in 18th, Jurgensen in 19th. So our points leaders trying to make their way through this field as efficiently as possible, 14 laps in. They are starting to lose the lead pack as they find themselves already almost a half a lap down. These cars get around here in about 21-22 seconds. Oh yeah, Hickory's coming to iRacing. I can't wait. Got a lot of good short tracks. Hickory, Kern County, a bunch of new stuff hopefully in the works that they announced. We haven't heard when it's coming to the sim, but it's going to be exciting when it does. This 851 3-pack though of Aaron Rodgers, Agnell Phillip, and Mike Seal getting racy here lap 17. But they have let Brad Ward check out to a 7/10 second lead. The short Canadian short track ace. Definitely a tough one here tonight. Team E Speed Sport driver Brad Ward. Making it look easy early on so far. We'll take a look back through here, see if we can catch some racing as the field is kind of single filed out. Blake Bottoms up to the 14th position. It's gained 4 spots so far. And second place man and points, Chris Carroll up to 16th. Not making his way, but still as fast as you would think, but he had that early lap 1 spin. Yeah, that's just short track racing. Insert Denny Hamlin gif. run through the field in 21st. That's the 43 of Larry Bell. And the back end of that, oh, that's James Ward and the other Lordco machine. Get our standings back. Each time I go onto the pace car, it kills our standings. I need to talk to Race Labs about that. It's rather frustrating. Brad Ward, 22 laps in, up 1.2 seconds over the triumvirate of Aaron Rodgers, Agnell Phillip, Mike Seal. They'll be coming up on lap traffic here shortly as Billy Davison, the first car, or last car on the lead lap, currently finds himself about a straightaway in front of our leaders. Yeah, Brad Ward's tough guy to beat on these short tracks, so he is gonna be the guy to watch here tonight. As right now you have Team ESS in first and fifth with Brad Ward, Brand Sheffield, and then A51 second, third, and fourth with Aaron Rodgers, Agnell Phillip, and Mike Seal. Only pit rules is 5 total tire sets, so that's the only restrictions when it comes to pitting. Plenty of tires for this race, with it being a short track. Honestly, you only need about 2 or 3 sets, so. Aaron Rodgers starting to pull in on our leader. A little under a second that time by. We'll see. We'll highlight this. Oh, well, we'll go to a battle between teammates. A51 crew chiefs Brad Yo and Brian Zimmerman trading spots for 8th and 9th. Zimmy also going to get kind of freight trained here as Alex Harris is coming through. He guns it off the corner to try to get in line in front of Rachel Hunt. Kind of forced his way into that spot. But a car to point out, Blake Bottoms has caught this mid-pack group, and he's already looking underneath the 79 of Alan Wilson. So Blake Bottoms picking his way through the field. The 851 short track ace. He's going to be a tough guy to beat here tonight, or to go up against tonight. So if he catches a caution at the right time, he's gonna be in a good position, as he has everybody all the way up to 6th right in front of him. And that man having a great run in 6th place, that's Lawrence Shaughnessy in the High Side Racing number 9 car. Finds his way up to 6th. Trying to hold off a challenging Justin Davidson for that spot. As you see, our leaders have made their way around the lap down car of Billy Davison as they look to catch up on the Elder Ward, as James Ward is the next car in danger of going 1 lap down here early on in this one. Clean racing so far. Don't want to jinx it. Commentator's curse coming up. Oh, we got to fight back here for 3rd. Mike Seal looking underneath the 94 of Agnell. As you see, the tires are starting to wear away here at USA Speedway. I didn't think anybody probably expected a long run here tonight, but that's what the case is right now, as Mike Seal putting pressure on Agnell Phillip for 3rd. Oh, we got the yellow out. We'll see if we can catch what happened. Oh, Brian Zimmerman goes around. His back bumper all wadded up. We'll take a look. Maybe Blake Bottoms at play at this. We'll take a look. Blake Bottoms was challenging on the outside of Rachel Hunt. Oh, looks like Zimmy just tipped the apron. Ended up getting put in a bad position. And catching the front bumper of Rachel Hunt. Also collected in that is Alan Wilson. We'll keep an eye here on our race off of pit road. As our cars... Oh, no. Get back here. As our cars get serviced for the first time here tonight for the majority of our leaders. Brad Ward's going to make it quick and easy. Oh, Agnell Phillip fires off quick. We got to look at that. He may have been a little too quick. He'll still remain third. Mike Still fourth. Top five remains the same. Brand Sheffield fifth. Lord Shicey still in sixth. Justin Davidson seventh. Bradley O eighth. Alex Harris ninth. Blake Bottoms big mover. And Chris Carroll. They find themselves ninth and 10th. Rachel Hunt in 11th. So, great job by these drivers here so far. Brian Zimmerman stays out, so he'll be recorded as the leaders. We'll have we'll have to see if he comes down this time by, or if he chooses to stay out.
Thanks, bud.
Quite a bit of usage on those tires for Brian Zimmerman. He's going to go ahead and come in, fix some damage, get 4 fresh rubbers, try to restart this race. We're not even close to halfway through, so plenty of time. Guy who's played it safe so far hasn't made really any moves. Our points leader sitting in 19th. He's currently lost 3 spots from the start. So we'll have to see if this strategy play, if he's just trying to conserve to make it to the end of this one. I know Nate Jurgensen's been snake bit at these short track races, but he has found himself back in the pack so far in this one, whereas his other contenders that have fought their way towards the front currently find themselves in 11th and 12th. So at this time, your leader, he's led the majority of the laps so far from the start. That's Brad Ward. As the lights go out on the pace car. Yeah, Mike Seale's a genius, man. Yeah, he is a mad scientist for sure. That is from one setup builder to another. I know how taxing it is to do that, but man, yeah. Hell of a driver, too. Here we go. Brad Ward controls the start. We'll see if he can get off to another good one. And looks like he will. He clears the 51 machine. The fight is going to be for that 4th position as Brand Sheffield looks to the inside of Mike Seal. That's going to be where the battle is at for this 5th spot. Sheffield's got that inside line. So tough to restart on the outside here at USA. Lawrence Shaughnessy looking to pounce. Oh, we got a battle for the lead as Aaron Rodgers has made his way to the inside of Brad Ward. Brad Ward battling back in the 87 machine. Let's see if he's able to hang on to it. So tough to find grip there on the outside. But if anybody can do it, that's the 87 machine of Brad Ward. Right behind them, licking his chops, that's the 94 of Agnell Phillip. As the 87 gets a great run out of the corner. Let's see if he can do the same to the line. So hard to clear. Aaron Rodgers goes up the track a little bit. They didn't make contact, the 2 Mustangs out in front. Battling it out. Agnell Phillip looking to the high side as well. Fantastic racing, the first challenge Brad Ward's had since the start of this, and he's looking sporty on the outside of the 51 of Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Mike Seal a little bit loose, ends up falling back. He's going to let Brandon Sheffield by. Brad Ward slipping back just slightly, but he gets such a run. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be able to clear him. Agnell Phillip now looking to the inside. Aaron Rodgers is going to clear him this time as the battle for second place now commences. Agnell Phillip on the inside of our former leader, Brad Ward. Brad Ward, though, gets to clear him just by a bit. Let's see if he can keep that momentum coming out of 4. Not quite, as Agnell and Brad Ward still keep up the battle for this second position. Brad Ward's probably feeling like it's been an eternity in that outside line, and that's not somewhere you necessarily want to be here at USA Speedway. That's putting Brandon Sheffield, Mike Seal in the catbird seat. The longer Brad Ward fights to the outside, the more these cars are going to stack up behind him. He's going to have to do all he can to get around Agnell Phillip, or else he is going to find himself dropping to at least the 5th position at this rate. Brandon Sheffield not able to get as good a run off the corner. Opened up a gap, but Brad Ward is still battling on the outside. And this has let Aaron Rodgers build a 1-second lead over this second place. They are trading position back and forth. Oh, as Brad Ward gets loose. Oh, great save by Ward, but he's going to lose a ton of spots. He is going to get to the inside line. Great save by Ward. Sheffield lets him gather it up, and he's going to now battle on the outside of Brad Ward. Brad Ward just using up that right rear just a little too much. Ended up getting too loose coming off the corner. It's amazing we didn't have a pile up there. Mike Seal now looking to the inside of the 96 of Brandon Sheffield, who kind of got caught on the outside. Giving enough room for his teammate Brad Ward to possibly get back in line after the near miss. Brandon Sheffield's now really loose coming off the corner, almost puts in the outside wall down the straight. Sheffield able to pull it in front of Lawrence Shaughnessy. If he wasn't able to do that, he was going to be falling way back there as that inside line had stacked up. Great racing so far. Our leaders now going around the 64 of Dan Ursel to put him a lap down. Little bit of rear end damage on that 94 car. I couldn't tell if that came from the slight spin by the 87 or if that happened at another point in the restart. But let's point to this man, the new leader, Aaron Rodgers in the 51 hype machine. We are a third of the way through this one, as it's been a hell of a race so far. We'll take a look through the pack as the 00 Blake Bombs has now moved his way up to the 8th position. He's trying to get around teammate and crew chief Bradley Yo for the 7th position. Right there, 2nd place in points, that is Chris Carroll. Right behind him in 9th. So both these drivers doing their darndest to get through this field. Blake Bombs looks to the high side. That might be inadvisable as the lap car of Dan Ursel is right there. That's going to open the door for Chris Carroll, but Chris Carroll's going to fall back in line. Chris Carroll now looking to the high side. Gonna be tough to do with the Canadian driver Dan Ursel on the outside. Really good racing here tonight, as all these guys have been very, very sporty, making their way and clean. Man, this has become the Canadian stomping grounds all of a sudden. It's like the North version. It's a border war, eh? I would say we probably have a probably 35% Canadian field now. As we highlight another Canadian, that's Brad Ward. He's able to gather it back up, currently running in the 3rd position. Behind that man in the 94, the New York driver, Agnell Phillip. Yeah, oh, so are you in the UP or are you in the glove there, Randy? I know you're from Michigan. Great racing here tonight. Let's see here. Ah, gotcha. You're in the thumb. Well, that man, Blake Bottoms, North Carolina native, able to get around Bradley Yo, Canadian, and another Canadian, Chris Carroll. He's going to move up another spot. He'll find himself in the 8th position. So the 2 of the drivers who found themselves at the back of the pack early on already moved themselves up to the top 10. We'll go back to our points leader, Nate Jurgensen. He's starting to matriculate his way back up through the field. The LA native finds himself in 12th position, just playing the slow game as he's trying to hunt his first championship. 3rd race of the season. He's won the first 2. He'd like to add that 3rd one right off the bat this season. And damn it, we're going to lose our standings because I highlighted the pace car for too long. Our battle for 2nd place is now heating up as Brad Ward has caught the back bumper of Agnell Phillip. Our former leader, Brad Ward, found himself in a bad position, but is able to make his hold steady in 3rd and maybe challenge for 2nd now. He's going to have to do something as Mike Seal is starting to creep up from that 4th position. Oh man, this race is a murderer's row of short track and just all around great race car drivers. So yeah, this one's a good one for me to set out. Oh, we got a bit of a bump there. Brad Ward gets into the back corner of Agnell Phillip. Nothing happens, ends up being okay, but he's knocking on that door. He's like, hello, I want that 2nd place back. It's been a good green flag run so far, but Brad Ward's feeling the heat from Mike Seal. So he's wanting to get around the number 94 Camaro of Agnell Phillip. With all this happening, this has allowed Aaron Rodgers to pull out to a comfortable 1.3 second lead over the field. These guys are going to have to do something because the hard chargers are making their way to the front as Blake Bottoms has moved into the 6th position. From starting at the rear of the field, him and Chris Carroll have just made their way, storming through. They're putting on a heck of a show, making their way up here, knocking on their way to a top 5. Their next victim could be this 96 car of Brandon Sheffield. Our leader, though, Aaron Rodgers, in that Kevin LePage inspired paint scheme. That's probably the highest that paint scheme's ever been up on the leaderboard. Currently running first. And that's not a knock on Aaron, that's a knock on Kevin LePage. Aaron's led plenty of races in ESS, so no worries there. Let's keep an eye on this battle for 2nd, as Brad Ward is just waiting for a slip up by Agnell Phillip to take that 2nd position. that should get like a special certificate, Joe. Anytime you can win with that paint scheme. Oh man. Let's take a look That gap is closed up immensely. Blake Bottoms just closing in every lap to the back bumper of Brand Sheffield. Sheffield so loose coming out of the corner, having a hard time keeping the power down on the number 96 machine. And you look at Blake's line, I mean, he is running that high entry, cut it down low on exit. Probably the best way to keep that the power down on those rear tires. We'll take a look through the field. Lawrence Shaughnessy finding himself now in the 8th position. Bradley Yo 9th. Justin Davidson rounding out the top 10. But Nate Jurgensen now up to 11th. The 31 machine finally realizing he's going to have to turn it up if he wants a shot at the lead and to keep his points lead. As Blake Bottoms has caught the back bumper of Brian Sheffield. Sheffield's not going to give up that bottom line easily, so Blake Bottoms is going to have to work for it. Maybe. He's already looking to the inside. Oh! Blake Bottoms spins Brandon Sheffield.
I wasn't on your bumper. I didn't even get 0X. I don't know. Sorry. I mean,
Yellow flag is out.
Yep. Sorry.
Brand Sheffield able to collect it, but he's going to fall down the board.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
As Blake Bottoms gets to the inside of the 96 car for that 5th position, but gets across his number. We'll go back and take a look at that. Unfortunate circumstances as the 00 was coming through the field. Great job by Justin Davidson locking that thing down. But yeah, just gets there. Let's see if we take a look at that one more time. See if we can get a better view of it from this side. Slides up the track. Yeah, Blake Bottoms just kind of drove it in there a little too deep.
Let me know there, Billy.
Little too deep. Great job by Justin Davidson locking that down. We're going to have our leaders probably come in for their next set of pits. See if we can catch the race off of pit road. Looks like it is going to maintain the top 4 the same. Lawrence Shaughnessy was able to beat Chris Carroll out.
How's that? How bad your damage was? It's not terrible. It's like 20 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that. I got to this about exit there and kind of lost it. Yeah, sorry about that.
So already the bumps happening here at the little short track at USA Speedway. Coming out of the pits, Aaron Rodgers is your leader. Agnell Phillips 2nd. Brad Ward 3rd. Mike Seal 4th. Blake Bottoms 5th. Lord Shaughnessy is able to get around Chris Carroll in the pits for 6th. Chris Carroll though 7th. Brad Yo 8th. Justin Davidson 9th. Nathan Jurgensen 10th. Alex Harris 11th. Brand Sheffield 12th.
You're right.
As it stands, Sheffield ends up becoming the big loser in that one after the contact with Blake Bottoms. Puts him outside the top 10. Strong showing for Brand. Hated for him. Sheffield having a tough year this year in the stock car series. As first 2 races, he's found himself mired in the middle of the field. Looks like the 81 of James Ward looking to get his lap back. Gonna go ahead and take the pass through, or take the wave around as our field stacks up behind Aaron Rodgers. as the pace car lights are off and this field gets ready to go green. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers controls the start. He's going to gun it. Green flag is out. He's going to be able to get around the 94 of Agnell Phillip. Brad Ward's going to keep it in third. Mike Seal finds himself stuck on the outside in the 54 machine. He's going to get challenged by the 00. Blake Bottoms. Lord Shaughnessy also having trouble. Catches the outside wall just a bit. Slows way down. As we got a great battle here for the 4th position of Blake Bottoms and Mike Seal. Mike Seal a little bit loose through the center of the corner. That's going to let Chris Carroll sneak the inside. Carroll, the gentleman, ends up letting Seal collect it. But Mike Seal's not done. He's going to try and battle it out with Blake Bottoms from that outside line. We got him 3 wide here coming out of 4. Nate Jurgensen making the move to get around Lord Shaughnessy and Brad Yo. Brain Sheffield also comes out guns blazing. He's going to try and come up through the field. He already finds himself in 10th position. Great racing here so far on this restart. You can see people starting to get a little more aggressive as the lap's winding down, as we're just past halfway. Nate Jurgensen finds himself in the top 10 for the first time all race. Your points leader, and caution is out. We'll look around through the track, see if we can find out what had happened. Looks like Lord Shaughnessy and Brian Trigger maybe have gotten caught up in that. Lord Shaughnessy was running 10th before the caution flag came out, so we're going to have to take a look at this one. Find out what happened to the number 9 machine. He may have just got a little loose. That's what appears to happen. On that outside line, getting a little bit loose, sliding her up the track. That's going to bring out your caution. Tough luck for the 9 machine, as he was having a good run, spending most of the day in that top 10. So here we go. We're past halfway, so you know that's when the caution flags start to fly. Everybody's starting to get a little bit more aggressive as it kind of goes around. As we get down to it, we only have 1 green-white checker, so people got to be mindful if they want to run this one out towards the end. They got to keep it clean. Nobody coming in for tires so far. They do have plenty of sets, but since they've already just changed tires, I can't imagine that they're going to go ahead and do it again. Looks like Billy Davison's going to get the wave around.
To help that, you can shift your relatives where you see a lot of cars behind you, and then when you see the pace cars come at about 3 seconds, you can hit it and get out of it. You should think.
Well, we're under caution. We'll take a look at the point standings, kind of talk about some points implications here so far. So Nate Jurgensen, Chris Carroll, and Blake Bottoms, as a result of their position and points, started this one at the tail end of the field. They've already found their way up to at least the top 5, with Blake Bottoms running in the 4th position. Chris Carroll, I believe, is 6th. And then Nathan Jurgensen up to 7th. So our top 3 in points already right there. Justin Davidson, Ed Kane, both find themselves outside of the top 10. They are currently tied for that 3rd position, as well as many of those that are in the upper part of the points. So some of those guys having a tough one here tonight. We do have a couple guys that have taken their drop week, had to miss races towards the front of the field. That's the 51 of Aaron Rodgers and the 20 of Agnell Phillip. This series has 1 drop week, so as they kind of fall down here, as the races kind of line out and they're making more and more, they're going to be moving up that leaderboard. That's what we actually use for determining who's going to get the EOL, is going to be the drop week points. Yeah, Nate won the first 2. He picked up wins at Atlanta and at wait, did they race at Atlanta? Oh, now you're making me remember, I'm getting my series mixed up. Let me double check that real quick. I think Contender Series was at Atlanta the first week. No, I take that back. Stock Car Series was at Atlanta. So, yeah, first 2 weeks at Pocono and Atlanta, those were the Nate show. Not quite having as good a night here tonight, but still really, really strong run by Nate Jurgensen, trying to just keep that car straight. I do see a little bit damage on that hood, maybe a little bit. Could be how the paint looks up. But we're about ready to go back to green flag racing. Aaron Rodgers controls the start. Pace car is off the track, and he guns it. He's going to be able to get to a big lead. Brad Ward spins the tires underneath. That's going to let Agnell Phillip go for second from the outside line, and he's going to move his way right in front of Blake Bottoms, our hot tamale hard charger of the race right now, Blake Bottoms. Yeah, I like to think of Nate as the final boss. Oh, we got spin! As we got several pile up. As it looked like the 79 of Alan Wilson gets a little out of control there. We'll have to take a look at that.
From the view behind, it was kind of a mutual.
Looks like Ed catches the apron, ends up getting into Alan Wilson.
I feel like if we get one or two more quickies here, we should just go single file.
As we're getting some chatter here. We got top on the horn here. Yeah, I'll just get on and give everybody a warning.
Lucky dog outside.
Hey guys, let's kind of take it easy, guys. There's still about 60 laps left in this one. No sense in getting a little too crazy. We've had a lot of back-to-back cautions, so just kind of keep it in line. I don't want to have to go to like single file cautions or anything, or single file restarts or anything like that. Let's run it out and keep it clean. Be careful. Crack that whip. Damn it, Zimmy, if you weren't a sponsor, but you are, so I can't say anything. All right.
Did enact the 25th Amendment.
You want to count the 20 foot?
Ooh, Canadian. What do you think the number on the side of your car is?
Get our standings fixed here. Boot Zimmy? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Come on, Zimmy is literally one of the nicest guys in the league. I mean, come on. Yeah, I ain't doing anything to Zimmy.
40% off and save the touchy thing.
No, he's great.
Really?
He did get into me in the last Super Late Models race, but that was more the car in front of me's fault than anything. I think Yo got super loose coming out of the corner. I had to check way up or I was going to dump him, and that just ended up getting me dumped. So, lesson learned on my part. But yeah, that was just a bad spot to be in.
I was going to let the man answer that.
All right, here we're going to try and do this one again. As Aaron Rodgers has gotten off to a great restart each time here. He's going to be tough to beat at this one. Starting to see some damaged rear bumpers out. All right, pace car's off. Aaron Rodgers guns it, almost loses it. Agnell Phillips spins the tires. That's going to stack up the whole field. That's going to shift things around as Nate Jurgensen's going to get around Chris Carroll. Also looking in the inside of Blake Bottoms. Agnell Phillips ends up losing big. Dropping back to the 4th position. Brad Ward and Mike Seal able to get around him. Chris Carroll now challenging on the outside of the 31 car, but he's going to get his own challenge from the 96 of Brandon Sheffield. That was a close call. Oh, Sheffield ends up clipping the apron, going up a little bit. Luckily, Chris Carroll gave him tons of space. Sheffield's going to end up falling in line. Big shakeup, though, in the top 4. That's going to put Brad Ward right in Aaron Rodgers' crosshairs. Chris Carroll up the track. That's going to open the door again for Brandon Sheffield. And we got a battle for the 4th spot. Action all over the track. Blake Bottoms underneath Agnell Phillip. He's at his quarter.
Yeah, I'll put him in the wall next time. They're 43.
Blake Bottoms underneath the 94. That's also going to open the door for Nate Jurgensen. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, he goes up the track. Oh, that's going to hurt Agnell real bad. He ends up losing that spot. Chris Carroll's right there licking his chops too. Little bit of a... Didn't quite make contact, but damn sure close. Nate Jurgensen, Agnell Phillip. That's shades of Michigan from the truck race last year.
I'm sorry, Rachel.
Oh, Rachel Hunt up the track, but she's able to keep it going. Sounds like her and the 28 of Brian Zimmerman maybe have gotten into it. As Agnell Phillips finally able to get it in line in 7th position. Oh, former guy running 2nd. Was all sorts out of shape. Now Brandon Sheffield right behind him looking for a spot. As we got a close one for the lead, Brad Ward is driven to the back bumper of Aaron Rodgers. All kinds of action so far. The only car up there breaking that A51 gauntlet, the 87 of Brad Ward, closing in on the 51. Aaron Rodgers goes up the track, but he's going to cut it back down on exit. Try to get that momentum, that run. The 2 Mustangs out in front. Actually, 3. Mike Seal also in a Mustang. Seems the car of the show tonight. Brad Ward battling hard. He's going to dive it in under the 51 machine. He's at his bumper, but can't quite get there.
I stayed outside there.
Yeah, that might be called that A51 after dark. We are 48 laps to go. Oh, as I hear some contact back there. And the pack. Caution doesn't come out. We'll try to see if we can find it. I don't see anything that happened. Our battle for the lead. Yeah, but you know that's at least TV 14 material. I've hung around those guys enough. This top 3 is pulled away from our 4th place driver, Blake Bottoms. We'll go back here. We got a challenge for the 5th place. Top 2 in points, teammates Chris Carroll, Nate Jurgensen, always at each other's throats? No. I would say they are neck and neck in the standings always. So it's good to see these 2 battling it out on short track. Kind of surprised Nate Jurgensen having the upper hand, but he was the beneficiary of Agnell spinning his tires on that restart. Sometimes it pays to be good. Oh, we got Brad Ward up the track. That's going to give Mike Sill the position for 2nd. Let's take a step back and see what caused that move for the position. Looks like Brad Ward may have just got loose on exit. Oh, man. He crumples the right rear quarter. That opens the door for Mike Seal.
My cue bar's acting up.
Good save by Brad Ward, but man, that was scary. Oh, are they the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn of this league? Some little Ring of Honor action. Let's throw it to El Generico if we're gonna do that. Well, Mike Seal, the beneficiary of Brad Ward's slip-up coming out of the corner. That's going to put him into second place, now looking to try and get around the 51 of Aaron Rodgers. But Brad Ward's going to try and battle back and get his spot. Great race so far. This has been a fun one. It's gone by almost too fast as we're now completing 109 of 150. This guy, the hard charger, Blake Bottoms. Oh man, I mean, that's not to jinx it. Ah, you jinxed it. Come on, Randy. No, it's been real clean. That's what we try to do as much as possible here at ESS. I don't tolerate knuckleheads. I can't quite tell who brought out that caution. Maybe Ed Kane? We'll try to take it back and see if I can catch what happened here. Oh, looks like the 6 car of Brian Traeger. He's been struggling here tonight. Got a little loose out of 2. Ends up spinning it into the inside wall. Hate to see it for Brian Traeger. Great new contestant here at ESS. So that's going to bring him down for the 3rd time here tonight. They have 2 more sets of tires by my guess. So you're going to start seeing some pit strategy in play. And it looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to get out in first.
I got the same thing.
Stopped at the pit entrance and waited for him to go by.
I got a speeding penalty. Everyone's got to go by me because I got a speeding penalty.
Yeah, I saw that, Ellen. There's no way you should have got a fight for that.
Okay, who got the passing under yellow?
I got a speeding offense, but passing under yellow.
Okay, speaking of in the pits is, yeah, guys, I have a hard time gonna be clearing black flags. It ends up being if I have to clear one, I have to clear them all. So gonna have to serve them. Sorry, got to pay attention to that monitor and screen. There's a lot of racing left. There's still a good chance you're gonna get that time back. Lawrence, I can't hear you.
The man stopped on pit right entry. Wait for the 6 to go by. I'm pretty sure he let him by before he went down.
Alright, we gotta do some admin work here real quick.
But, yeah, rules are rules, I suppose. Hey, who was that did that? 79 and 81. Allen and
Oh.
after the race there, that's a bummer.
Okay, I went back and looked at it. The 79 and 81 did stop. I cannot clear a speeding penalty as that is you know, just one we can't do. Speeding, that one's pretty clear. The 81 and 79 were stopped on the track to let somebody go by, so we will clear their black flags.
Thanks, Rocky.
Thank
All right, we're back racing. Sorry about that. We'll try to catch the field. As we got a battle for third place, Blake Bottom's trying to make that outside line work. Nate Jurgensen also caught on the outside line. That's going to hurt him as Chris Carroll has now found his way underneath. Agnell Phillip dives it down underneath. Our leader up the track.
Three.
Aaron Rodgers just misses his corner completely. That's going to put him back into second. Mike Seals, your new leader. Oh, Chris Carroll hard on, locks him up. That's going to put Nate Jurgensen right back on his inside. Chris Carroll trying to recover, ends up getting loose on that outside line. Jurgensen fighting all he can. He knows those points. That's going to be huge to finish ahead of Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll locks him up again, way up the track. That's going to stack up the field, and he spins. Oh, that's going to catch Alex Harris. Oh, man, big trouble for our second place in points guy, Chris Carroll. He collects it back up. He's going to fall from 6th all the way back. Oh, man. Big checkup. That's going to hurt Aaron Rodgers, Alex Harris as well. This is getting crazy here towards the end. Let's see if Chris Carroll can recover. He finds himself way back in the pack. Oh, Brad Yo really loose coming off the corner. Oh, Alex Harris has to lock him up. Man, this is getting aggressive here late towards the race. Chris Carroll falls all the way back to 13th position. As you have Nate Jurgensen now working his way around the 00. Blake Bottom's into 5th place. Nate Jurgensen knows the laps are winding down. He's trying to get everything he can out of it here with 28 to go. And our battle for the lead, Mike Seal, Aaron Rodgers, Brad Ward, 1, 2, 3. Aaron Rodgers out of shape early on, ends up sliding up the track, giving the lead to Mike Seal. Mike Seal now trying to hang on for all he can to stay in front of the hype machine. Mike Seal would be your first new winner, actually top 3 right now. As it stands, any of these guys, they would be our first new winners of the season, with Nate Jurgensen winning the first 2. But he is giving up that bottom lane as Aaron Rodgers looks to the inside with 25 laps to go. Brad Ward also right there looking to pounce. Mike Seal may be overdriving it just a little bit, trying to stay out in front as best as possible, but the caution comes out as we have the 14 machine of Justin Davidson slow on the track. He was in 9th. We'll drop back and take a look to see what happened to Justin. Yeah, it looks like he just got loose on his own. Ends up spinning it on the front stretch, pokes it into the inside wall. Tough run for one of our top 5 in points. Unfortunate to see for him, as the Kansas native having a tough run tonight. As we got some fakers, no takers so far when it comes to pit road. Our first one down is going to be Chris Carroll. And the field behind him after that is mostly going to come down, except Ed Kane, James Ward, and some others. So Chris Carroll, who had a really tough start there, ends up almost looping it. He's going to go ahead and come down for some fresh tires. Oh, multi-groove? I think they added it at, let's see, so yeah, Auto Club Atlanta Homestead, Chicagoland, I believe, got it. Pretty much any of the 1.5ers coming up on the schedule, and some of the big tracks. I think they were focusing on those for multi-groove racing, especially those coming up on the, like the upper tier schedule, so your NIS, B Open, C Open schedule, they all got multi-groove. They don't call it necessarily grip strips, but that's kind of what it sounds like. So it's interesting. Yeah, I think it ends up being just multi-groove racing, from what I can tell. Like at Atlanta, everybody just kind of moved up to the mid-upper portions of the track as the race went on. You can only run the bottom lane early. Heard the same thing at Homestead. Everybody ended up at the top, which is a whole hell of a lot more fun than everybody just being stuck on the bottom. But yeah, it's kind of has a PJ1 type effect from what I can tell. So it's been fun. It's been different. So I'll give them that much. Yes, they did do it at Vegas, but they did it after Road to Pro was there. So, but Vegas on its own, it's got that progressive banking, so it was kind of already in play. You could do multiple lines and everything like that. Road to Pro was so much fun. I will say that much. I mean, I think pretty much everybody in the league had a great finish. Here we go. 20 laps to go. We got a little mixed strategy. First car on fresh tires is in 13th. Mike Seal is your leader. He's going to gun it. Aaron Rodgers on the outside line. Oh, we got one on the inside that hit the wall. I believe that's at Gabe. Nate Jurgensen dives it underneath Agnell Phillip. He's going to go for the 4th place position. Brad Ward's going to stretch it out 5th. I think Agnell maybe have caught the outside wall there. As we go around here, we are nearing the end. Everybody's going for it. Chris Carroll, the one to watch. He's on for fresh as we got spin to the inside. As Blake Bottoms, Brandon Sheffield, Lawrence Shaughnessy, Zimmy, Alex Harris, they are all just piling up there. Oh man, we got carnage. As it looked like Sheffield and Blake Bottoms maybe have gotten into it. Going for that position. Here towards the end. We'll take a look back at that. We will go up the field, see if we can catch big one, Chris Carroll. Ends up missing that one. Yeah, Blake Bottoms just gets a little off. Yeah, just odd place. Gets spun, ends up collecting Brandon Sheffield and piling up the field. Tough luck for 3rd place in points. Ends up collecting also another top competitor, Brandon Sheffield. We'll look at that one more time. Just gets loose, collects it, ends up tail slapping, gets back on it, and he's going for a ride. Man, a lot of good cars ended up getting collected in that.
Lucky dog coming high.
Here with 16 to go. Hate to see it.
Nate, do I have a front end?
In my mirror, you look perfect.
Got
gonna give that a copy to driver. We'll be like this. I hit Brandon at like 30 miles an hour. I didn't know how bad it was.
Somehow this guy, Chris Carroll, snuck his way through that pileup.
Not showing it on my mirror, or you net code a drill.
Gets up to the 7th position, and he's on fresh rubber.
We get ate up by the 99 on the restart anyway.
Nobody else on fresh tires. Is gonna shuffle some things around. I don't know if Blake Bombs is able to get that 00 machine back out there. He's already scored 3 laps down. So now we're starting to see the carnage here with 15 to go. A lot of people at this point just trying to make the best of it. Mike Seal, he is in the catbird seat with 15 to go. All right, here we go. Hopefully this is the final restart. I don't know if it will be. We got some beaten, battered cars out there. Your leader, Mike Seal. Aaron Rodgers second. Brad Ward third. Agnell Phillip fourth. Nate Jurgensen fifth. Lauren Shaughnessy sixth. Chris Carroll seventh. New one out there, newcomer, Steve Olive. He currently sets eighth. Bradley Yo 9th, Alan Wilson 10th, Billy Davison, strong showing for him in 11th. Pace car will pull down momentarily. These guys will have to watch the wheel spin. Mike Seal takes off. Everybody gets going fairly well as they dive it down into one. Agnell Phillip on the back bumper of Brad Ward. That's your battle right now for the 3rd position. As they are now getting pressure from Nate Jurgensen and Chris Carroll, who's on 4 fresh tires. Oh, Brad Ward spins it. He collects it, ends up spinning into the outside wall. Unfortunate, it looks like he just got loose mid-turn. We'll take a look back at that. Maybe it just drove.
On my screen, there was a lot of movement between our cars, but that was kind of echoey. I just want to double check.
It looks like he just drove it in a little too hard.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
Got loose in mid. Man, Brad Ward led early on, ran top 5 all race. Now finds himself mired in the back of the pack. As we near the end of this one, not what you want to see for the Team ESS driver. Oh man, this is gonna be big. Chris Carroll, number 2 in points. He has about 15 lap fresher tires, 16 lap fresher tires than the rest of the field. He's gonna be a tough one to get around, but he's gonna be starting on that outside line. Hey, reminder drivers, we only have 1 green-white checker, so just keep that in mind.
Lucky dog coming right.
We paid for it, might as well use it, boys. Come on.
Ignore the man in the 9 car. Let's have a good race to the finish, boys.
Full send engage.
Let's go and ask Chris Carroll to go ahead out of his button so we can let people pass for the lucky dog.
He's just getting in the zone for the restart.
Real quick here at the end, if you'd like top 3, quick interview, jump into one of the ESS Holler channel, and I can pull you into the broadcast booth from there.
No problem, Rodgers. Talk to you soon.
Ed K, the man, the myth, the legend.
We'll jump in there real quick. Sorry for the alarming noise on that.
15th to P1 in 5 laps.
I will pay him double for doing my taxes if he can do it. Good time to shout out our sponsor, EdCaneCPA.com. I'm not just a spokesman, but also a customer.
You do North Carolina. You do businesses.
I do all 50 states, even Guam.
I'm not just a spokesman, I'm also a client. He's a great accountant.
Hey guys, am I blinking?
All right,
Yes, you are, Speedway.
here we go. 8 laps left.
Crazy. Have
We should be
people-
getting 1 to go this time by.
You're not always blinking to the internet.
Mike Seal, your leader. It's been a while since he's won an ESS race, so him and Aaron Rodgers both. Agnell Phillip also looking for his first win.
Just trying to survive.
Nate Jurgensen just trying to keep the fenders on that car for a good finish. He's had a tough time at short tracks in this league, so
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
I know he's just hoping this gets over clean. Here we go. Mike Seal controls the start. Pace car's off. Mike Seal goes. He gets it clean, but he's not going to get away from Aaron Rodgers. He's fighting on the outside. Agnell Phillips right there too. Chris Carroll on fresh tires. He's right in the catbird seat. Aaron Rodgers battling on the outside here with 5 to go. Take that back, 6 to go. Steve Olive up the track. That's going to make it 3 wide. Coming out the corner. Mike Seal still holds that bottom line, holds that position. Aaron Rodgers, though, doing everything he can to get it from the outside. Chris Carroll on a little bit fresher tires. He's going to fall in line in 4th. Aaron Rodgers is going to fall in line for 2nd. Agnell Phillips sends it to the back bumper of the 51. Can't quite get there. As we near the end here. Oh, no. Woo, fixed it. Sorry. Clicked on the wrong thing. That had me scared. Oh, man. We're almost done. Woo! I don't know how that happened. Oh, yellow flag's out. We got a big pile up back there. That's going to put us on a green-white checker finish to the end. Let's see if we can see what happened in that pile up. As it looks like Bradley Yo involved.
Sorry who I killed there.
Bradley Yo may have caused that.
Car just would not stay straight.
He got loose, started tail slapping. Ends up hitting the apron, going up, catching Lord Chauncey, catching Alex Harris. Alan Wilson's caught up in it. Unfortunate situation there. A lot of good cars taken out in that one. Probably the guy snake bitten the most in this race so far, Alex Harris. Hate to see it for him. He's gotten in a number of those. Let's fix our standings one last time.
You are quite the look down.
Need to send a strongly worded message to Race Labs about that.
What you know is coming high.
Yeah, I think he did.
Don't do it just yet. Chris Carroll's got to drive up there first.
Little friendly banner from the teammates. As 851 currently controls the top 5. Our first non-A51 driver, that's Lord Chauncey in the 6th position. And Steve Olive, good showing by him, kept that car clean. Stealthily hanging out there in the 7th position. And you have Alex Harrison 8th, that battered number 74 machine.
By the way, I still have to pee.
I feel like he's been caught up in about every one of these. Just a reminder, 1 green, white checker, so if we get a caution before 1 to go, that is the race.
Rank 'em up.
Yeah, there's very few straight cars in this race. Looks like a nice little recovery by Brad Ward and Brian Sheffield. They find themselves both in 11th and 12th after their tough outings. All right, here we go. 1 to go for the final time here tonight.
You guys are on the broadcast. Keep it respectable. Don't be all mean here.
In the USA Speedway 150.
Don't mind if I do.
Good race here to the end. Let's see how this one winds up. Big points implications.
Also, no bumping guys going into the green flag here. Wait till the green comes out. Wait till leader goes.
Mike Seal does control the start. Ah, man, Alan, I'm sorry, bud. You had a tough one. Mike Seal takes off. Early jump. Lord Chauncey goes straight backwards. Mike Seal is going for it. Aaron Rodgers up the track. That's going to put Agnell into fight for second as they come around for the white flag. Aaron Rodgers ends up pulling ahead of the 94 machine. Chris Carroll dives to the outside of the 94. He's not going to have too much room there. Mike Seal, race is official. Caution comes out. This one is done. Mike Seal running into the corner. And Mike Seal looks like, unless something crazy happens here in this corner, Mike Seal is going to win this one. Great win. Mike Seal takes it. Aaron Rodgers second. Agnell Phillip third. Chris Carroll fourth. Nate Jurgensen fifth. Steve Olive takes sixth. Lawrence Shaughnessy seventh. Brad Ward drives his way out. Say Alex Harris ends up eighth. Justin Davidson ninth.
Good runs, Aaron.
Brad Ward 10th. Great race toward the end. Hey, remember, guys, we do have the demo derby at the end. I know we got a lot of wrecked race cars, but let's finish the job. Let Mike Seal do his celebration, and then he'll call the go on the demo derby. Great racing there. We'll see if anybody...
Mike says, go at it, boys.
We'll keep it on the demo derby while this is happening.
I didn't even move.
Mike Seal, you're on live. Sorry to do that like to you. Hey, congrats, buddy. It's been a while.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was unexpected. It just felt like things broke my way a couple times, and I kept the car clean.
Oh, for sure, man. You drove a heck of a race, kept it right there in the top 3 or 4 the whole time. Was your strategy just to kind of wait, let the chips fall where they may? Didn't seem like you were pushing anybody too hard, but you ended up in the right spot there at the end.
It's such a long race. I was just trying to keep my car clean and keep my nose out of trouble, and it's like sometimes you catch some breaks that way,
No, that's
and that's how it worked out.
for sure. Awesome, man. Hey, you guys got some momentum. You've won the last 2 races with Nate winning the Road to Pro race. You winning here tonight. How you feel about this momentum going into the official Road to Pro race on Thursday?
We're feeling really good. I think we built a great setup. We got a great qual set. I mean, maybe we can find a little bit more, but so far, I mean, we're optimistic.
Awesome, man. All right, we're going to wrap up here. Any final thoughts or words?
I just want to thank USA Firearms and Zimmy sponsoring the team, and all my teammates over at A51 Pro, Rocky for the amazing ESS league, and all the hard work you put in. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, man. You guys are very welcome, and always appreciate racing with you guys. All right, you have a good rest of your night.
You too.
All right, we will jump in with Aaron Rodgers, who finished P2. Aaron Rodgers, you're live on ESS. Wanted to follow up. How you feeling after that second place finish?
I feel good, but at the same time, I just let it go away. I lost it going into turn 1 and let Mike get by, and it's just so hard to restart on the outside, and you got to time it, and there's no grip out there, so it was going to be really, really hard to get him back. But fortunate to finish second, about threw it away there in the green white checker as well.
No, I hear you, man. Yeah, that's so tough to hit those marks, especially here. It was really crazy. We were actually focusing on the battle behind you guys, and then all of a sudden saw you move up the track, and Mike kind of right there in the catbird seat picked up the position. But man, strong showing. You had a great run to the checker and everything. How are you feeling going into the next big thing, Road to Pro on Thursday?
We'll see. I haven't had a lot of time to really sit down in the sim. I know Mike's got a great setup cooked up. I know he's got a decent qualifying setup and a great race setup. So we're excited. I think we definitely got a shot at getting some good finishes for the rest of the A51 Pro guys. And we'll see. I'll try to do my part. I've never been great at Atlanta, but say driving this car around here is probably pretty good practice.
Yeah, exactly. Understand, man. Any final thoughts, words, or anything like that?
No, just thanks for you guys over at EC Sport and all that stuff that you do. Brian Zimmerman, A51 Pro, and everybody in the Discord and the community that makes everything go around. I've just been super busy lately. I haven't streamed a ton, but I appreciate everybody hanging out and stopping by and all that. And again, hope you guys keep up the good work and look forward to racing again next week.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Well, we'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Let's see. We will jump on with our third place finisher, Agnell Phillip. Move him into the broadcast booth. And 1 second here. We'll kind of... Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. Agnell, we will move you here. Agnell Phillip, how you feeling after that third place finish?
Happy to be alive, honestly. That was a mess at the end. And, I went back to 7th, and then we got, was really aggressive on pit road. There's a lot of time to be made up pit road, and made up a couple of spots, and just avoided some of the kind of crap that happened at the end. That was just, short track racing. So I'm happy to escape here with the third. When I fell back to 7th, I was like, great, I'm going to finish behind the top 3 in points again, which is not really going to help close the gap at all. So.
No, for sure. You put on a heck of a race. You had a tough battle there. Chris Carroll was on fresher tires. How concerned were you at trying to keep him at bay?
I mean, Chris and Brad Ward, I think, are the 2 best short track racers we have in this league, and Blake's pretty close with them too. So anytime any of those guys, you're racing with any of those guys, it becomes, really stressful. And then to add the tire advantage on there, was another thing. But I'm sure you saw, I was near the front the whole race, so you probably saw kind of the way I was driving. I was parking center, so to speak, and it wasn't because I was trying to. It was because I just didn't fully know how to drive the track properly, I think. So I was just burning up my right front, but for some reason still being slower than everybody. So I knew I was going to be hard to pass, and the thing with these tire advantages is they go away, after a caution or two, and you get a cycle on them. So it's not that big of a deal. I wasn't too worried about it, but I held off Chris a couple times, made a couple aggressive moves to kind of, chop off his runs just in case he wanted to dive it down in there. Always stressful when you do that, especially with Chris, who will make no bones about moving you. So yeah, I mean, I'm just glad to survive this race. I think it was a survival race through and through, and managed to get out of it in one piece.
No, for sure. You got some great momentum behind you. I feel like on the cusp of winning one of these darn things. I hope you know, Kentucky could be a good track for you and everything like that. But kind of moving ahead, how you feeling going into Thursday, Road to Pro?
We got a good set underneath us. I think, I got a pretty good finish the first week. I'm hoping to get another solid finish. We don't need to win. We don't even need to finish podium. We just need to finish top 5 in my split, and I'll make the top 70. So I'm just hoping to kind of put together a race that keeps me out of trouble. And it's Atlanta's a tough track, and they've made it honestly in some ways even tougher with the newest updates, where they've taken a lot of the grip off, and it's just really hard to set up the truck and not use up your stuff. So I'm hoping we can keep the momentum going. I know Nate Jurgensen's also performing really well in the standings. We're hoping A51P can do pretty well here.
For sure, man. Any final words or thoughts?
Thanks again to you, Rocky, for putting this on, for doing the broadcast. I've caught the last couple of them, and it's really cool to watch and see how far you've come just in this short period of time with the broadcasting stuff, man. You're built for it, so it's fun to watch you do that. Thanks to the guys at A51. I'm sure they cut me a break a couple of times. I know Mike did a couple of times too. So, and big congrats to Mike, man. That's so awesome to see. Him win, and just honestly to see somebody other than Chris Carroll and Nate Jurgensen win a race in this series is just. There's nothing better. I'm excited regardless of what team they're on. So congrats to Mike, and thanks to you.
Hey, no problem, man. We will catch you at the next one. Thanks.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, we will try to get a word with our points leader, Nate Jurgensen. 1 second. Nate Jurgensen, you're on live. Wanted to catch up with you. Yeah, no, probably. Hey, you are our points leader. I gotta say, you survived a short track race at ESS for once.
Yeah, I mean, it was just survival out there tonight. I got some early damage. I was just riding around the back. Somebody got loose. I'm right in front of me there. So I got a little bit of engine damage right at the beginning. I got it fixed. And it actually helped me out in the long run with that little, because the cars, we're all having a hard time hooking the tires up on exit. And I actually was saving my right rear, and I was really good on the long run. So if we had gone green the whole time, I probably could have got up, finished a little better than I did. But all I did was just try to stay out of the way, hold my line. I think the rest of those guys were, they were a little quicker than me. I had that damage was really, it was hurting me. Though these Xfinity cars are pretty tough. Though it could have been worse than it was. I thought I'd pull in there with 2 minutes of damage, and it was like 50 seconds, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we were kind of keeping an eye on not only yours, but Blake Bottom's and Chris Carroll's progression through the field, taking that EOL for being the points leader at the beginning of the race, and kind of noticed you mired back there in the 19th position, so we were kind of concerned what had happened, but you definitely turned it on late to end up getting a top 5 out of this one.
That's all I wanted. And yeah, I just kind of hung around the back for a little bit, and I ended up getting wrecked back there, so maybe that wasn't the right call. But I know, Chris, he ended up wrecked at some point, but put on fresh tires. Really smart race from him. Smart decision there. Blake, so it was the other one that got the EOL, and I think he was involved in a few wrecks. So it's tough coming up through the field, and this is probably the toughest race to do it of the whole season, right, at a short track. So I'm happy just to get through there. I didn't make any enemies tonight. So nobody, I don't think about everybody else. Somebody wants to wreck them at Kentucky or wherever we're going next. So I feel like I didn't make any enemies. Got top 5. I'm happy with it.
Good deal, man. All right, we'll let you go, and we will catch you next week.
All right, one real quick point here. I want Mike Seal, congratulations, teammate. That's also our guy that builds our setups. He's also my spotter on Road to Pro. Awesome win, Mikey.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, we will catch you at the next one.
Thanks, Rocky.
All right. Great to talk to our points leaders and race winners. Fun one here tonight. I hope you guys had a good show. We're still living and learning with this broadcast and everything like that. I know it's kind of hokey and stuff, but hey, I like it. It's fun to do and everything. So Anyways, well, future races. We'll kind of talk about that. This Friday was our short track series, but I ended up having to push that off a week to some scheduling stuff. But we got some great stuff. Next Sunday is going to be our contender series. They are racing at Legacy, Michigan, so that is our under 3,000 iRating series, so that should be a whole lot of fun. A lot of great drivers in that one. Then coming up that following Tuesday, we're going to be back here with the Stock Car series at Legacy, Kentucky. Going to get back to a 1.5 mile track. It's been a while since the start of the season. Atlanta's kind of its own little beast, so we will be back at a Speedway. Then we're going to be taking a week off from there. Then next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, Super Late Models will be at South Boston. So got a lot of good action coming up. I hope to be streaming here again on Thursday. We're going to be running the Road to Pro race mid-split, so nothing too exciting, but kind of feel good about the setup I built and everything like that. So hopefully we can rock and roll and get a good finish and everything on Thursday. Maybe do some other stuff over the weekend. We shall see. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Aaron, for sharing. Welcome in. We are just about to wrap things up. Wanted to take a moment and thank our sponsors, the A51 community, EdCaneCPA.com, PGE Designs. Patrick always does some great stuff out there, as well as Zimmy at USAFirearms.com. So all these guys are not only great supporters of the league, but also racers, competitors here as well, and I love having them here week in, week out. Each week they always put on a great show. I'll be posting up the new points on the website, and if you haven't, go to www.espeedsport.com. If you're new to ESS, be sure to check out the website, join the Discord. We got a great community and everything like that, so good, fun place to hang out and everything. So, until next time, we're going to call that one a night. We'll see you at the racetrack.